Out of midfield before going out of bounds.
A gain of 29 yards. First down, 49ers.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 46. There's Garoppolo to throw. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Chandler Jones has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Second down.
The start less than ideal as they already face a 2nd and long. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, DJ Hayden. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And he stopped immediately there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Murray going to run play action with Drake and look to throw it. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line.
At the 28-yard line.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
A gain of 9.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 2nd down, it's Drake, and they're able to bring him down at the 20. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
56. Check 56.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. Out of the gun, here's Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. And a loose football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Well, we have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. That's complete. It's Kyle Juszczyk. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Made at the 36-yard line.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, 1st round went to the offense, 2nd round the defense. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
What a breakout season Raheem Mostert had in 2019, and now he's got a chance to be the lead back for his team. In fact, he spent time in the offseason bulking up, trying to get stronger, to absorb the extra hits and be available for more snaps. He wants to be a guy who carries the ball from game 1 all the way through game 16 in the regular season.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at their 48-yard line.
2nd and 11 now. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. On the screen, this is Coleman. Now a loose football. Coleman lost it, and the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Just a yard to go here on 2nd down. We're scoreless after 1.
With no score.
Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. A Cardinal 1st down on a gain of 13. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage, down to the 25. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Play fake. Murray looking for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
3rd down and 8 yards to go.
Play action. Now it's Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Quez Watkins, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Oh, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there, and this will stay a 6-point ball game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. A 1st down run there by Mostert, but it won't accomplish much. In fact, officially, he'll only get back to the line of scrimmage, 2nd and 10.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
And the
one thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Back to the air on second. It's Garoppolo. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down. So on fourth down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowski to punt this one away. This is taken at about the 14. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Cards will take over, first and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Push him back. Push him back. Big ass, big ass. 56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56.
Tighten up, tighten up. Let's pull together.
And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
56 to Mike.
On second down, it's Drake. And some room to maneuver. And finally, they get him to the ground, but it's all the way down at the Niners' 33. It's a gain of 35.
That looked like a two-deep coverage, which we call cover two. And what that really means is you have corners, what we call rolled up in about a 5-yard area on the outside receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the hash marks near the middle of the field, somewhere around 10 to 12 yards back. So if you can break through the first level, you've got a chance to run before you encounter any type of resistance from the safeties.
We saw the example of it right there. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
At the 23-yard line.
On first down, Drake, and able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Second and 7 from the 20. Now Balaj. And they'll get this down to the 10. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Short of the goal line.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
On second down now, it's Drake, and he fights his way in, not giving up, and it's a Cardinal touchdown. Kenyon Drake, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
13. 49ers, nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Oh, going deep here for Taylor. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
As we've seen, their first 2 drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw is Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Garoppolo again. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
1st down.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Hooking up here with Trent Taylor. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now is signaling a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Gain of 2.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run here with Balaj. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Gain of 8.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. But that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
Here's Murray, a quick throw complete. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
56 to Mike. 56 to Mike.
On 3rd down, Drake. Room here to run. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 3rd and medium. They opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down.
Well, there's someone who's running the football with a big smile on his face, and that's Kenyon Drake. Because you remember last year he was in Miami, wasn't getting many carries, not a lot of success, but in midseason ended up in Arizona and became a huge weapon for the Cardinals. 8 touchdowns the second half of the season, utilized really well. Big-time skilled player who can run it and catch it out of the backfield. He has finally found a home and a place for his talents.
Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball snaps, and they're there and end up making the play.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Going for it all. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Gonzalez on for the field goal. A 45-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. And the lead stretches 16-3 now. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Once again, it's Mostert. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
On the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Now Garoppolo. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 18 yards, first down Niners.
18 on the play.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Phoenix, Arizona's the spot. Glad to have you along for the ride. Third quarter action, and a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Garoppolo's throw taken in by Samuel, and taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards there, first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. He's got the first down here inside the 30, and he'll be taken down at the 26. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, 40.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
57. Mike, 57. 11.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And he's got it. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers are back within a score.
As far as tight ends go, if you get 3 or 4 touchdowns in a season, That's usually counted as a pretty good year.
And CD, he just hit double digits. That's 10 touchdowns for him now.
Yeah, and that's something you really have to applaud. That's elite-level production.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. Now a hit and a loose football.
When you kick off and you go downfield and get the ball back, that's what I call a great opportunity.
In a one-score game, I always circle, and you know this, but in my play-by-play sheet, I circle big plays. It could be turning points. This could be a turning point.
Did you put a second circle around this one? This
I put a star.
Big.
I put a star. Garoppolo now, first down throw. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, second and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
A play fake from Mostert, now Garoppolo. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Here's Mostert. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Niners are a point away from leading this game.
Is good.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. A good pickup there at 22. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. Now a draw play with Drake. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Complete.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big. But in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
A second down completion got him 7. Now here's third and 3. Running from the shotgun with Drake. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
39-yard line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
The tackle made at
the tackle by Eric Armstead.
A 3-yard.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because I nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
The Cardinals on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40.
The ball carrier.
He loses 4, and it brings up 4. Well, they tried to catch him by surprise, I think, there with that little pop pass on third down, but no luck.
You're right about no luck, but I did like the idea. I like the thought process. Make an unconventional call on third down sometimes. It can pop big. In this case, it didn't.
You talk about a big kick under pressure in the 4th quarter. I mean, that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show the faith that they have in him, but also remember, if they miss that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield, so they had to be very confident that he was going to put that one through the post.
5-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Chandler Jones in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, every now and then you just absolutely outguess yourself. 3rd and inches, and they decide not to run the ball. You end up seeing the end result.
The end result was not good. They elect to pass, and it backfires. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Isaiah Simmons. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10. At the 38-yard line.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down.
Hey, we haven't been around the entire time football's been played, but we have studied our history, and there have been some great backs who've been accused of running out of bounds to protect themselves. Well, back in the day, many people didn't like that. But nowadays, take care of the football, show some intelligence, live to fight enough.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kenyon Drake with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Cardinals turning that interception into a touchdown. And that might just seal the deal here. It makes it a 2-score game with not a lot of time on the clock.
49ers 17.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Niners take over 1st and 10. at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. He was looking for the rookie Brandon Ayuk. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, they certainly gave it an attempt. They had a diminutive receiver like this running through the land of giants in the middle of the field, but they couldn't find enough room to get him the football.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. On play action, it's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick 6 will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get, so really you're almost at the point of no option. Have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you've got to throw the football. Had the right defense call, able to make a nice play on the ball, and that's all she wrote.
Gonzalez to add the PAT. And that one could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead.
That's the score, Cardinals 33, 49ers 17.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
If you know about the carport, the trapdoor's supposed to be awkward. If you know, you know. That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right?
The ball carrier.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
It's a gain of 3. First down, 49ers.
One final try now for Garoppolo. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Malik Hooker.
Today's final score.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now,